Welcome to Doing Business in Rwanda. I'm your host, Sandrine Mutoniwase. In today's episode, we will explore the inaugural Africa Coffee and Tea Expo 2025 held in Kigali, a continental platform bringing together farmers, exporters, investors, baristas, and government leaders under the theme Africa Brewing for Prosperity. From innovation and market access to sustainability and entrepreneurship, here is how Africa's finest brews are shaping business and trade. Africa Coffee and Tea Expo 2025 took place in Kigali at the Kigali Convention Centre from July 7 to 8, 2025. It offered a unique opportunity to showcase Africa's growing influence in the global coffee and tea market. The two-day event drew key players from across the continent and beyond, blending culture, commerce, and connection.
Rwanda, who has organized an African Coffee Tea Expo 2025, and it's the first of its kind. So we decided to create a joint expo for tea and coffee, where we bring together all actors, the producers, the farmers, the exporters, the different actors that deal in equipment and machinery for value addition, financing institutions, researchers, so they can come together and have a platform where they are able to engage, to discuss, create new deals, make new partnerships. And it being in Kigali, they are able to do their coffee and tea business, but also contribute to MICE.
We are one of the leading and big cooperative. We started back in 2000, and the coffee processing started in 2004. That's when we even got the certifications to start exporting the coffee. What do? We are farmers. We grow the coffee, we process it, and we are delivering our beautiful and delicious coffee to different markets, including USA, Europe, Asia. The journey has been a resilient journey. We started with one coffee washing station, but now we have 4. We started exporting 1 container in a year, but now we are delivering more than 12 to 15 containers. And the market has been expanding. We still have some loyal clients that have been with us for more than 15 years or 20 years. Of course, we are here just to expand the market, to get connections, and renew our commitment for the better quality.
Already 10 years I live in Rwanda, and I saw that here there was a lack of good chocolate based on cacao. And finally, in 2017, we started to make chocolate, coming first from Belgium. We have chocolate with coffee, so now here we are at an expo. In fact, specifically to show the things, the products with coffee.
Yeah, so when we came for this expo, I realized most people didn't know Ghana produced coffee. So they were like, really, I thought you only produce cocoa, so what are you doing here with coffee? And I was like, yeah, we do. But because the farmers, they were not getting people to buy, that was why there was no producing in large quantities. So now that Kawamuka, my company, we came in working with the women farmers. So now they're able to do 5, 6, 7 hectares of coffee. And also it has helped them to be able to send their kids to school, cater for their family. At first, they were not able to do. We bring in more people into their farms in the form of coffee tourism. They come to learn and promote what they do. So I'll say it has brought more advantage to them.
Exhibitors showcased unique flavors and creative packaging, proving that value addition is driving Africa's coffee and tea to premium markets.
Problem for us to show chocolate on an expo is The conditions had to be good. So there is airco, there are fans. The temperature is perfect for showing chocolate. And this was a coffee. So in fact, cacao has nothing to do with coffee, but we make chocolate with the taste of coffee. So with the coffee bean inside, with the coffee grinded inside. And here we are amongst a lot of people that do logistics, that do events, and that use them as coffee, the coffee themselves. And a lot of people are looking for corporate gifts, are looking for special gifts to few VIP people.
We have some that we've mixed with lemon, we mix with ginger, we mix with prekese, we mix with dawa dawa. All these things that I'm mentioning, they are all from Ghana. So when you ask what is this, we will tell you it's something that we grow in Ghana, and then we want to mix with the coffee. So we do all of them on a dark roast. And then I'll say since we started innovating, adding value addition to the coffee, most people, especially in Ghana, they are buying into it. Cocoa board regulates the coffee, which is not all that good for us, but we want to get a federation specifically for coffee only, so that we'll be able to go out and then talk more about Ghana coffee, what we do, be able to supply in large quantities than what we are doing now.
Yet, even as brands innovate, many producers continue to advocate for reforms in regulation and improved infrastructure to meet growing demand.
The cocoa board regulates the coffee, which is not all that good for us, but we want to get a federation specifically for coffee only, so that we'll be able to go out and then talk more about Ghana coffee, what we do, be able to supply in large quantities than what we are doing now.
The problem with chocolate is a little bit that it is easy to melt. So real chocolate based on cacao, it starts melting at 26, 27 degrees. So here also most of the airport, it's hot. If it's not immediately exported, they put it somewhere. Finally, if you do finished products from here to somewhere else, you have to protect them really good. And up to now, we try to find a market here in Rwanda. The market is small but consistent. We try to find a market where we don't have to go too far.
We are very grateful for the Rwandan government for the support provided and we received. I remember when we started back in 2000, the first money that we used was coming from the Rwandan Defense. They supported Dokundekawa to build the first washing station. But again, we are very closer to the local leaders from the sector level to district to ministries and the NAEB. We have the technical support, but also we have advisory and the policy making, which making this environment to flourish.
From a production point of view, at the farm, at the government, we support farmers working with different stakeholders so that they can access good seedlings for tea and coffee. We started a campaign of replacing old coffee trees. We have a target of 10 million trees, about 7.4 to planting totally new, and about 2.6, 2.7 to rejuvenate to those that are a bit old. All this is to help in making sure that the old trees for coffee and tea, we replace them so that you keep on increasing production, but also productivity for the farmers at the end of the day to help their livelihood.
Climate resilience and income diversification are now essential strategies for smallholder farmers navigating today's realities.
As a smallholder farmer, climate change is the new reality that you are living in. We are being affected heavily because we don't have another solution. Either we are not like other people that are doing irrigation. We are not people that are not depending on the weather situation. And but of course, we are having numerous also initiatives and programs to combat this climate change issue. Some people are doing agroforestry and coffee intercropping with other climate resilient crops. And people are also diversifying their income generating activities. That's the way we support farmers holistically, but also systematically, not like depending on a coffee, but with other initiatives.
One of the issues we touched on is how we try to ensure that geopolitics doesn't affect access to premium markets. We have had cases, without mentioning countries, where because one country is having issues, political issues with another country, and the traders are not able to do business. So these are discussions we try to have. The second aspect that we think is important is we've seen different big buyers putting up regulations that if you don't act quickly, they would limit the access to those premium markets. So such platforms are helpful to bring both together. One, to understand what are these, for example, deforestation compliance, why is it important? And if we appreciate the relevance, it's to protect the environment. I think it doesn't make a lot of sense to cut all the trees in a country to grow more coffee or tea. So what we want to do is to bring the stakeholders in one room to understand these issues and then work together to address them such that eventually our farmers and all actors benefit from the trade.
With a rising global demand for authenticity, transparency, and quality, African entrepreneurs are ready to lead with confidence, and Rwanda is laying the groundwork.
For investing in or for being an entrepreneur in Rwanda, it's not difficult. So RDB is facilitating you a lot, and you just have to know that Rwanda also imports a lot. So you have to see what kind of business that you start, that you can use the local raw materials.
We have now more than 400,000 people that are involved in coffee farming. All those people, the coffee is like a lifeline to them. They are depending on economically, socially, and even politically. So then there's losters need a good coffee, but also they need the stories, and you have them.
Rwanda has huge opportunities for investment in tea and coffee. We have demarcated new areas, new pieces of land where investors want to invest into coffee and tea can come and work with us. It's an opportunity again to showcase and invite them to come. We have our DB here, we have all other NAYEB, all actors in one room to say, do you want to invest more in coffee and tea? Please, we show you the way and we facilitate you up to the end.
From Kigali to the world stage, Africa Tea and Coffee Expo 2025 has proven that Africa's coffee and tea industry is not just rich in flavor, but rich in opportunity. Thank you for watching this episode of Doing Business in Rwanda. I'm Sandrine Mutoniwase. Stay tuned for more programs coming up on CNBC Africa.